So this week I am going to be talking about lung health. Last month I actually wrote an article which you can check out on our blog about how Hong Kong takes #1 spot in longest life expectancy. So even we surpassed Japan in that. I think Japan is at 84.7 years, and Hong Kong is at 85.03. But what is actually really interesting as I dug deeper into this is really looking at what is our #1 killer. So we might have the longest lifespan, but I actually like to talk about health span. So how long are we actually healthy and mobile and can enjoy life for? And so in looking into our lifespan and our health span and our mortality rates, I found that actually, unlike developed countries like the US, Canada, and other European countries where cardiovascular health and heart disease is actually the #1 killer, it's actually, in Hong Kong, it's actually cancer is our #1 killer. And being a cancer survivor myself, this was, this brought a lot to light, although I didn't grow up here. But it's definitely, cancer is definitely something on my heart, and I just started, digging more into the research behind like the types of cancers. So lung cancer in particular has now overtaken colon cancer as the #1 spot. Previously, like historically, it used to be colon cancer, which caused the most deaths, and now it's actually lung cancer. And when I looked into this, I discovered that, I think it might be because of the asbestos use that we had in the 80s and 90s, which is now, which we're now seeing the effects of it. But of course, it's not just the use of asbestos. It's also, lung cancer is caused by smoking or even secondhand smoke, but Hong Kong actually only has about 10% of its population smoking, which is actually considered low. So I thought, well, what else is contributing to this? And I, went digging again and really found out that over 50% of the air pollution is really caused by local sources. So we like to, blame the mainland or our neighboring countries, but over 50, I'd say closer to like even 60-70% is really from our local sources, like idling engines, our ocean vessels, and actually Hong Kong has one of the densest, in terms of highest density of vehicles on our roads. I think it's like 200 and something vehicles per kilometer. So in such a small city like Hong Kong, that's a lot. But it's also, are reliant on coal for fuel. And with coal, we are then exposed to these particles, the PM 2.5, which are very, very small, minuscule particles that can actually get into our lungs. And because they're so small, they could even bypass our body tissue and get into our hearts, which becomes really, really dangerous. And so this week we're having a Respirescence flash sale on this product. And I think what I'll do is I'll do another video on it so I can explain it more.